Welcome traders, it's Mike Valtos here, and I'm excited to welcome you to the Orderflow Trader tools available at Gocharting.com. This video is part of a comprehensive video series on showing you powerful tools that you now have available at your trading fingertips. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the Orderflows Gaps indicator. Now, the Orderflow Gaps indicator is part of the Orderflows Trader Premium tool set. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is after you add the Orderflows Trader Premium, you're going to scroll down and find the order flows gaps and enable it. Now, initially you might look at your chart and see, hey, I don't see any order flows gaps. Well, it's because it's related to the value areas. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is go into the cluster settings and enable the value areas. Okay, so now what you're going to see are the gaps right here. Bearish gap, bearish gap, bearish gap, bullish gap, bullish gap. Okay, and what the gap is going to indicate in the second bar the direction, right? So if its second bar is a red candle and there's a gap attached to it, that is a bearish gap, right? Bearish gap, just as here. This is, red bar, the second bar is red, so that's a bearish gap. But here you got red bar, green bar with the gap, right? So now you know that's a bullish gap. Now, order flows gaps represent a divergence between price and value caused by shifting sentiment and speculative order flow. So identifying when order flow gaps emerge allows traders to spot mispricing and speculation-driven moves. So analyzing the accompanying order flow allows you to determine whether the gap is justified and likely to revert back towards fair value or search for a new area of fair value, because you can see here oftentimes price comes back and tries to fill the gap. Right here you got the bearish gap. You see 2 bars later it comes back in, it's trying to fill it, just as over here you got the bearish gap as the market's selling off, comes back in, fills that gap. Right here it fills that gap, right? You got your bullish gap. 1, 2, 3, 4 bars later we've come in and filled that gap. All right, so that is the order flows gap indicator. Thanks, and I'll see you guys on the next video.